Brutally Delicious podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming to the review of CROWNE's brand new album, Wonderland. So I'd somehow never heard this band before. That's amazing because with a name like CROWNE, you'd think this would be on every power metal fan's radar. Anything involving kings or swords or fortresses or crowns should be right there, but somehow I missed them. Sorry, dudes. What is perhaps most amazing about me not having heard of them is that this is a supergroup of sorts. The bassist John Levin is the guy from Europe. You know, like do, that dude. We also have the guitarist slash keyboardist, I think, of Dynasty in the band. And those are two pretty different styles when you think about it. I could see Dynasty doing a ballad like Carrie, but I cannot see Europe writing songs like Dynasty. Until now. It was my loss for having missed their first few albums, because this is like right up my alley. My first thoughts were, it's like Beast in Black meets Kick and Valentina. It's just everything right about the 80s, but with the great modern production of today. Again, totally 80s vibes, just a matter of how heavy, because, you know, Europe is one thing, Beast in Black is another, and there's just all facets of that kind of vibe going throughout. It's like all of the hype and excitement of the 80s, but I don't really hear a ton of the excess. We do get some similarities to Dynasty here, which is a lot of the songs start out with a keyboard melody and distorted guitars underneath it. I feel like in a lot of other bands that might have been the guitar, but in this case, it's like just danceable. And with that, let's talk about some tracks. Album opener, Wonderland. I was immediately reminded of One Step into Wonderland by Freedom Call, and not just because of the similarity in title. It's got the same uplifting vibes, the same, I think this one was also a major key, but makes you want to go out and save the world. Not too dissimilar from both Dynasty and Europe in that regard, so I guess these two were well matched. Heaven Tonight. No, this is not an Yngwie or a Cheap Trick cover. It's a great dancey one. I mean, those keyboards do a lot of great work here. It's a little lighter than bands like Battle Beast, for instance, but it's kind of similar to their hits in terms of how they make you feel, which is alive. Timing is Right. The melody on this one was actually kind of like Camelot in a way, but somehow the overall track doesn't sound as dark. It's a really cool juxtaposition because I don't really think it sounds like Dynasty or Freedom Call or what have you. It just kind of sounds like a track that was inspired from it and then they did something with it. I don't think anyone is going to hear this track and think it was a Camelot outtake. It's just a cool variation. Goodbye. Here's a great ballad, killer production, all-around great track. The chorus is somehow both familiar and unpredictable at the same time. I'm not sure I've ever used those two words together to describe a chorus. Oftentimes it's familiar and that it's easy to get into and it's catchy. Or I've said, whoa, that took an unexpected turn. But never are the two somehow melded. Until now. Last but not least, The Fall. This could have been one of the slower tracks on Powertrain by Majestica released earlier this year. It's a really cool track and a really cool way to end the album. And again, some more variation. It's a little slower, a little heavier, but still sounds like the band. Okay, I've got some listening to do because I do not know how I missed this band. It's like everything I love about 80s metal, not the thrash stuff, but, you know, general 80s metal, meets everything I love about the modern age. But it has what is the common thread among all music that I like, which is they know how to write a good hook, a good melody, a good chorus. Thanks for this, dudes. Rock on.